Who was Fannie Barrier Williams? Fannie Barrier Williams, a trailblazing advocate for civil rights and women's suffrage. Fannie Barrier Williams, a remarkable figure in the history of civil rights and women's suffrage, remains a beacon of courage, eloquence, and resilience. Her tireless advocacy for racial equality and women's rights paved the way for change during a time of significant social and political upheaval. This article delves into the life, achievements, and enduring legacy of Fannie Barrier Williams, a true trailblazer. Early life and education. Fannie Barrier Williams was born on February the 12th, 1855, in Brookport, New York, as the youngest of 3 children in a family of 3 black individuals. Her parents, Anthony and Harriet Barrier, were dedicated to education and instilled a strong sense of purpose and determination in their children. Fannie's father in particular was an advocate for education and a strong influence on her. Fannie's education was exceptional for a woman of her time, as she attended the Brookport Normal School, known for its commitment to training teachers. She later graduated from the State of Normal School in Brookport in 1870. Early advocacy for education. After completing her education, Fannie Barrier Williams began her career as a teacher in the public schools of New York. Her passion for education led her to advocate for better educational opportunities for African American children. She believed that education was the key to uplifting her community and fought tirelessly for improved conditions and resources in schools. Marriage and move to Chicago. In 1887, Fannie married S. Lang Williams, a prominent attorney and newspaper editor. The couple moved to Chicago, where Fannie continued her advocacy work and expanded her reach as she became part of the city's intellectual and cultural circles. Racial equality advocacy. Fannie Barrier Williams was a powerful advocate for racial equality. She became involved with organizations such as the National Association of Colored Women, the NACW, and the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. Her efforts focused on promoting educational opportunities for African American children, advocating for racial integration, and addressing the social and economic disparities faced by the black community. Women's suffrages and intersectionality. In addition to her work in civil rights, Fannie Barrier Williams was a vocal advocate for women's suffrage. She recognized the intersectionality of race and gender, emphasizing that the struggle for women's rights should include women of all races. Her tireless efforts to bridge the gap between the suffrage movement and civil rights activism were instrumental in creating a more inclusive approach to equality. Influential writings. Fannie Barrier Williams was a gifted writer and speaker. Her articles and speeches often focused on racial uplift, equality, and the role of women in social progress. She used her writing as a platform to raise awareness about the pressing issues of her time. Legacy and enduring impact. Fannie Barrier Williams' legacy lives on as an advocate for civil rights, women's rights, and educational reform. Her commitment to intersectional activism, fighting for the rights of both African Americans and women was groundbreaking. She passed away on March the 4th, 1944, leaving a legacy of social change and an enduring example of courage, intellect, and activism. Her contributions to education, civil rights, and women's suffrage continue to inspire those who work towards a more just and equitable society. Fannie Barrier Williams' life and work stand as a testament to the power of a single individual to effect positive change and bring about a more inclusive and equitable future.